You've probably heard it said, the only thing constant is change. Things are changing in the airline industry, they're changing in the economy, and they're changing in our personal lives. But that's okay. Change has happened before, and it'll happen again. For example, when's the last time you've used one of these? In this video, some of our coworkers take a look back and share the stories of how RDU has changed as an organization over the years.
In the mid-80s, the authority struck a deal with American to establish a hub here. That required a lot of infrastructure, including a terminal building, the fuel farm, flight kitchen, roadway, parking garage. And we had a small staff and had to react very quickly and form a team. It had to be light on its feet and move quick. The customer here was American Airlines. They knew what they wanted, which helped us a lot. But we were the contracting entity for design, construction, and getting it done. But it was a matter of really a focused group of people working very hard with laser focus on an issue.
So we took the opportunity at that point to take a stance to say, no, this is not bad. This is an opportunity. Every change brings challenges, and challenges bring opportunities, and it's how you react to that that matters. So what we did was diversify our portfolio. Our philosophy was, look, we put a lot of eggs in one basket with one carrier at that time, and it was great for us. They put us on the map. They gave us an international flight, first Paris and then London, which, by the way, is 20 years coming up next June. But you know, it gave us the opportunity at that time to change our mindset and say it's not all about a hub. We're a strong community. There's a lot of local traffic, a lot of local demand, and we can rebuild that service, and we did. So we focused then for the next 15 years really on diversifying our portfolio to have the range of carriers we have today, and it's just made us stronger, and usually that's what happens with change.
After American dehubbed, passenger growth was considerable, and we were challenged in terms of keeping enough terminal space as well as parking spaces for the passenger demand. The airport authority converted a farm pasture on the north end into a surface lot by putting down gravel and putting in wooden poles. And the authority was able to react and always stay ahead of the passenger demand by making good decisions and staying ahead of the growth at unprecedented levels.
And it was kind of chaos kind of here at the airport because people didn't know what was going on and stuff, and then all aircraft was on a ground stop, and it was for 3 days. There was no traffic here at the airport, just employees in and out doing routine stuff and preparing for when commercial flights will go back in the air and stuff. And so our world changed that day. I think it's contributed, to us, as America and airports and stuff, how we have evolved over time, and so that travel is much safer today, and we take things more seriously as we did in the past.
It started 2 weeks after September 11th, and obviously the airport was undergoing a lot of change. But what I really saw over the next 2 years is that we were required as a team to change major things that we did almost monthly. We launched a new concession program, and we're not permitted to take media and other VIPs past security checkpoint. We had to change the way security screening was done. We spent many holidays sitting together trying to figure out how do we communicate these new changes to our customers. And one thing that I remember about that period, as well as it was so stressful, is that we worked together as a team to work through all of these changes. I remember a lot of times sitting down with operations, law enforcement, MCIP when needed, employee development, everyone sitting around together and figuring out A, how are we going to do this, and B, how are we going to communicate it.
The Midway bankruptcy came on the heels of the 9/11 events in New York, and it really represented both a loss and an opportunity for us. Of course, we experienced the loss in air service, but the opportunity was the opportunity for a variety of different carriers to come in to provide service to the airport. But also we gained the opportunity to begin redeveloping our facilities. We were able to isolate the north end of Terminal C, which gave us the land that we needed to begin the Terminal 2 project. And so while it was an adversity, the Midway bankruptcy actually ultimately was for our good and gave us an opportunity to grow and develop.
In the first year, as we started to see the financials coming in, one of the first things we did was get in front of the board, get in front of our former airport director, and show them the situation. That actually jump-started our quarterly financial reporting process. It also enabled us to start looking at our revenue streams more analytically and see how they correlated to enplanements and look at the seasonality of those things and get better at predicting. Now, on a tactical basis, we basically went to a critical hiring process. So just because it was in the budget, that didn't mean that it automatically got replaced. What we were trying to do was actually we measure the revenue shortfalls and offset those revenue shortfalls with expense savings to the maximum extent possible, which I think we largely did.
Well, Terminal 2 took Raleigh-Durham Airport into a whole new era of a large, mid-sized modern airport, which now is noted all over the world for its architecture, its convenience, ease of security. It also did another thing for us. It established Raleigh-Durham Airport and Terminal 2 as the gateway to the region. The airport, as most people don't know, but has an $8 billion a year effect on the economy of the Research Triangle. And a good, well-operated airport is essential to economic development.
You know what's great about this is, as I come in, I get to see all the hard work that's been done over the years, and it's really kind of a capstone of a multi-year program of developing world-class infrastructure. But we're now at a critical point where we've got to transition. We've now got to transition from developing this world-class facility to actually maintaining this as a world-class facility. And I think that's going to be our challenge moving forward. But I know the staff that we've got, and I know we're up to the task, and I'm excited about it.